Because after it's death, people actually looked at the whole Fenger High School like, wow, we fight each other and we look like animals. And then everybody, this person just got killed over nothing, like over stupid things. Everybody started to look like a person just died from our school, so that make us look like all bad people overall. Then the program like Drew Institute, they came out of school and that showed kids like after his death, it's like we can't dwell on that. We could improve and lead the past, let the past be the past.
A lot of the students that are in our program come from these situations because it's something that they were doing already, they like to do it, and now it's like their school has decided to embrace it and they have a chance to like really get self-confidence. The reason why we created the team, actually Ryan and I are both born and raised in the Rose and West Pullman community. We were aware of the situation that happened with Darian and Albert, and we decided like instead of just sitting back and not doing anything about it, we could start this program and give the students who don't excel in sports, that they're not on sport teams, the ones who like to dance, it gives them an opportunity to be praised for a talent that they have.
Program, I think it's helping out a lot for the students, whatever. Just because I mean, some of these kids come to homes with no parents there, and they by themselves and or whatever. And there's nothing to do, especially when they get out of school. So it's a place to come, as far as getting their work done and finding new things, as far as your talents and everything like that. We have a lot of fun here. So I mean, anything after school, just keeping them involved, keeping them so involved that. With stuff so the negative won't even be a factor at all. Keep them so involved in stuff and they can't even think about it.
Just say if you got the drive and the determination and motivation in yourself, it don't matter where you come from, you could get there. That's a success quote basically. It's all up to the person and how much willpower he got.
Yeah. We pretty much first we built a relationship with them. And we're not that much older than them, so it's easy for them to relate to us, and we understand what's going on as far as his peer pressure in school and outside of school on the streets or whatever. So we pretty much have circles or whatever, and then we talk to the youth and try to see what's going on with them, and then they actually was real open because we understood them. And the quotes that we had put up every day was always something relating to what they went through in school or something they can take as far as, for their future, and ways to, to get through certain conflict throughout school or everything like that. It's like we was big brothers and sisters to them, and we was just pretty much just telling them, what we went through, but just giving them an easy way. We don't want them to learn the hard way, and just relating to them and listening to them and everything like that. That was the main thing. We listen.
Could you tell me like what they mean by the lack of strength though? Like, that's the only part that cut me off. I didn't really get it.
That's strengthening you. That's your mind. Your mind. How strong your mind is, determined about what you want to do. It's your drive, like your determination, everything. That's the main part. If you're strong enough to rise above, by not having resources and some of the things that you need as far as to be successful, you got that strength in your mind that you're gonna get it regardless. And that's what that's about.
My name is Alonzo Wahid with Darris Hope Center. I actually have a collaboration through Gatekeepers where we do mentoring programs in public schools. We also work with a lot of alternative schools, different churches, basically a community organization that's out here to give hope back to individuals who feel that they should give up at this time. Very early during the program, the turnaround program, had an incident. I don't want to say incident, it was an issue. The Darian Albert situation that came about, and from that we was called in to operate under the SERVE grant, where we was to provide a mentoring program for at-risk individuals.
Yeah, I'm Tyreek Wilson, and I'm here representing the Gatekeepers program. And I must say, the program Gatekeepers, you know, it really have turned my life around a lot, though. You know, for the simple fact, before I got into this program, you know, I really didn't know, you know, what was my greatest potential, or I really didn't know, like, you know, what I'm really capable of doing. You know, I had a bad attitude problem too. You know, my academics was kind of slipping at the same time because it was a lot of things that I was going through out here. You know, it just clouded my mind. And you know, Mr. Wahid, he snatched me up. You know, and basically put me up on game, letting me know it's more to it than, you know, what's really going on out here. You know, I come from, like, my background really ain't the best background. It's nothing to brag about. You know, I got a lot of people that I lost in jail and everything. You know? So I feel like this program is kind of like helping me escape from all this negativity that's going on out here, you know. So I'm really trying to make the best of it because I know in the long run it is going to benefit me, you know. So as far as this program, I get 2 thumbs up. I like it.
One of the biggest techniques that we use is basically role playing, where it's actually where we do reverse role playing, where they had to actually operate in the shoes of the individual that guess will be an antagonist to them. So they would have to see how would they fit into it, or how would they judge that same situation if they was on the other side of the field. One of the other things that we love to do, and it gets a lot of rave reviews, I'll say, is when we do the battle of the sexes. That always bring a whole lot out. The main thing is, though, to touch these kids, to actually be involved with them, you have to build strong relationships with them. Whereas that they want to communicate with you, they want to tell you what's going on, but they have to feel safe to do that. Without building a relationship with them, you know, it's just they're looking at, you know, you just somebody else who's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. You know, you don't really care about me. You don't really understand what's happening with me. You're just here to just shuck and jive me for right now. The bottom line is building those relationships with them, and through that, we have a lot of intense conversations. We do the role playing. We go out on trips. We do pop-ups, come into their classrooms. We check on their grades. We let them know that we're there, we're part of their life, and we're not going nowhere.
To me, it's helping me become a young woman, basically. So, like what responsibilities we have to go through. Like Mrs. Wahid, she is a great role model. Like, I can't say I want to be exactly like her, but I want to be up there. I want to be up there with her. That's how I feel. And I feel like they making us feel like they do show us that they care, and they making us feel loved, and showing us like that, you know, just because all the media and stuff making us out to be a bad person, it is a few of us that do want to do something that's in Fenger today. Yes. And they you know, so I feel like even though we don't have everybody in the school in our program, but maybe 1 or 2 of us may, you know, shine on somebody else like they shine on us. Yeah. So I love the whole program. I hope they stay. Even though I'm leaving, I'm a senior, I'm leaving, but I hope they help somebody else out like they helped me.
Juke Institute, it's like a second family to me, and the instructors like your second parents, because they keep you on track, keep you focused. Like, so if they see you mess up, they're gonna put you right back on track. They right there, and I love the Juke Institute.
When they don't go to class, when they don't do their homework, when they fail a test, they already know. Me and Kiana look at them like, Mom and Daddy gonna look at you like, this is unacceptable. So like, a lot of these kids don't have parents who hold expectations or accountability for their actions. So it's just like, now I feel like by them being in our program, being in KLB, being in There's Hope, that instills that accountability that these students must have, because a lot of them don't have it, and that's why the things are going on in our community, because everyone's just letting everything slide, and no one's being held accountable for anything. So I feel like now these kids they're being held accountable, and I feel like by them being held accountable, now they hold themselves at a higher value. They have more self-esteem, they have more confidence.
And they don't want to let you down, because now when they see that look on your face, they're going, oh, Mr. A is about to say something. Yes, I'm on my way there now.
5 years, I hope to see myself in my first year of college, getting my bachelor's degree, majoring in mass communication and journalism. In 10 years, hopefully I'll be getting out of school with my degree in journalism. I'm going to one of the biggest news shows and all that.
I say for next year, if we do have the resources, letting them express themselves. If we have a child that knows how to draw and paint, let's go paint a mural on a block where some young people passed away or something like that. If they, whatever they like doing as far as growing a garden, painting, basketball tournaments, organizing events within the summer, Safe Summer barbecues. That's our biggest event coming up now. We have Feed a Teen and they helped on that, but now it's about the Safe Summer barbecue to have a safe summer this year. And a lot of them want to work on that, but also I basically just talk to them about what they want to do. Whatever they want to do, we make it happen to the max. If they want to go see what college is about, let's take a college tour to different colleges, black historical colleges throughout the United States, or giving them an incentive. If they have good grades for this semester or this quarter, then we take a trip to wherever, New York, Texas, somewhere that they haven't been, somewhere that's unfamiliar with them. Because every child wants to see something new, but they just don't have the resources to do it. We took a trip with them to Atlanta, and they was just so amazed by seeing the horses and the cows just standing outside. And I'm looking like, okay, I've already seen this, but they were so excited, and that's what it's really about, just showing them something new, letting them, you know, see a different light other than being in Roseland or being in Chicago, you know.
One of the biggest barriers that we ran into was having some type of incentive for the kids once they're in the program. Starting right out, I wasn't a big proponent of rewarding them for doing something that they should be doing anyway, but here we're dealing with a whole different situation. These are kids that may have children themselves they're trying to take care of. These may be kids that may be the only ones that could bring in some type of income into the home. You know, they're getting their gas turned off, the lights turned off. They don't know where they're going to get their next meal from. So while you're showing them, again, this is the way that, you know, you should be trying to walk. This is the way you should be trying to talk. With that, it's showing that, adding an incentive to that, saying while you're in this program, we're able to help you to do something right now by providing some type of stipend to them. That right there, it helps a lot. Because now, as they're learning these things, they're seeing that it is some hope for them at the end of the tunnel. Instead of they're coming, trying to learn something, but then their biggest worry is what are they going to eat later on. So now that defeats the whole purpose. But when they're knowing that, you know what, I'm coming here, I'm learning something that's beneficial to me, something that's positive, and then at the end, whatever this need is, it's something there to try to help with that. That right there, and at the same time being able to connect their parents to it, which we found it helps out a whole lot. Not just showing the child or showing the youth, but then bringing their parent in, and then being able to get their parents some type of job skill training and showing them, you know what, you haven't failed as a parent, because a lot of them feel that they have and they've just given up. But when we connect that bridge together and we're showing them that, you know what, this can be done and we have something for you at the end also, that'll be one of the biggest things that I know that will catapult this.